Hey Floyd, what was your reaction to the fight, man? What was your reaction to the fight, man?
Nah, which Lamont won? Who you thought won? Lamont.
Man, you gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned.
Floyd Mayweather reacts to the fight. That was a sparring session. Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather didn't hold back when asked about the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight. His reaction? Pure disappointment. Man, you got to create more action. That was a sparring session, he said, making it clear he expected a far more explosive performance. The boxing world erupted after the fight ended in controversy, with many questioning the result. Shakur Stevenson was one of the most vocal critics, insisting this wasn't a draw. Roach won. He slammed Davis for being overly confident and underestimating Roach's skills, suggesting that Davis never saw him as a real threat, which ultimately led to his struggles in the ring. Fans quickly backed Stevenson's take, echoing their frustration over the fight's outcome. Was Davis guilty of overlooking Roach, or did the judges get it right? The debate is heating up, and everyone's got an opinion. What's yours? Let's hear it in the comments.
Nah, which Lamont won? Who you thought won? Lamont.
You thought Lamont won? By how many rounds?
I don't know.
You still want the Tank Davis fight?
So what?
You still want the Tank Davis fight? What went wrong? What went wrong? Take out a little steam or fire out of it, or is it still the same?
I mean, we're going to see. I'm the best fighter in boxing. I've been saying this, so.
Shakur, what went wrong for Gervonta in this fight? Just because, could we say maybe because Lamont didn't come in, they really...
I think he got overconfident. I think he was thinking Lamont wasn't that good. I told everybody how the fight was going to go. The fight went exactly how I said. Exactly.
After seeing this performance from Gervonta, do you believe your confidence has gone a little bit more up?
My confidence been up. I've been knew I was the best.
Shakur Stevenson and Jake Paul react to Davis versus Roach. That was a sparring session. Shakur Stevenson didn't mince words when reacting to the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight. Taking to Twitter, he wrote, "My tweet hit tonight for the people that don't know, __, about boxing," adding that the match unfolded exactly as he expected. Fans quickly rallied behind his take, calling for an immediate rematch. Jake Paul also weighed in, expressing disappointment in Davis' performance. He criticized the lack of intensity, saying the fight felt more like a sparring session than a true championship bout. According to Paul, this wasn't the Gervonta Davis he was used to seeing, implying that Davis strayed from his usual aggressive style and needed to step up his game. With fans and fighters alike voicing frustration, one question remains: will Davis respond with a rematch, or is this chapter closed? Let us know what you think.
Man, he got lucky at the draw. He did a good fight though. I thought he won it, but man, you gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. Oh my God. But God damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
Demetrius Andrade weighs in. Roach deserved the win. Middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade shared his thoughts on the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, giving credit to Roach for his standout performance. Andrade had made it clear he didn't agree with the draw, believing Roach had done enough to secure the victory despite the controversial decision. While praising the fight's overall quality, Andrade highlighted the skill and competitiveness both fighters brought to the ring. But in his eyes, Roach's performance should have earned him the win. With more boxing stars weighing in, the debate over the fight's outcome isn't slowing down. Do you agree with Andrade? Let us know your thoughts.
The fight, Roach had something that we all wasn't expecting. He might have had power. His distance was good. He came in ready, prepared to fight, and he showcased that. And man, we had a good fight overall. It was a good IQ fight.
In all honesty, do you think Roach pulled it off?
I'm not going to say that at all. I don't think that the draw is good, you know. Other than that, it was a great fight. We'll love to see it again. It's me again, Caleb Plant, Chalo, Munguia, Edgar Berlanga. Where the fuck you motherfuckers at? Let's get this shit happen. You already know. Stop playing. Let's get these shits popping, man. Time is ticking. Tick, 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 tick.
I mean, 100%. What do you think about Berlanga's obviously opponent that he chose? I mean,
Isaac Cruz and Danny Garcia react to controversial Davis versus Roach decision. Lightweight contender Isaac Cruz didn't hold back his thoughts on the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, calling out a major oversight. He pointed to a crucial moment when Davis took a knee, arguing that the judges and referee failed to award Roach the points he deserved. According to Cruz, this missed call played a key role in the controversial draw decision. Former world champion Danny Garcia also weighed in, calling the bout a great showcase of both fighters' talents. However, when it came to Davis's performance, Garcia took a more measured approach. He acknowledged that not every night is a fighter's best and suggested that Davis may have simply had an off night, something every boxer faces in such an unpredictable sport. With more voices joining the debate, the question remains, was this truly a draw, or did Roach deserve the win? Let us know your thoughts.
Pues ahora sí que dieron una gran pelea, ahora sí que me sorprendió la pelea que dio Lamont Roach y bueno, fue una gran pelea para toda la aficionada.
¿Tú crees que fue un empate?
No, yo creo que no, creo que le quedaron a deber la caída a Lamont Roach, pero bueno, decisión de los jueces y del referee que no le hizo válida la caída, no le hizo el conteo.
¿Qué le fue mal en esta pelea para Gervonta? ¿Qué fue lo que no hizo para que los jueces le den esta pelea? ¿Tú qué piensas?
Bueno, él nada más apostó a un solo round, a un solo golpe para poderlo noquear, y el cual Loma venía muy bien preparado, muy bien concentrado en el plan de trabajo. Bueno, creo que a Tank le faltó presionar, tirar más golpes para ser más contundente y que se viera más efectivo a la hora de la victoria.
¿Te gustaría ver una revancha entre ellos?
Pues estaría muy agradable. Ahora sí que la primera estuvo muy buena, yo creo que la segunda también.
Jim Lampley on Davis versus Roach. A draw disappoints everyone. Veteran boxing commentator Jim Lampley weighed in on the controversial draw, emphasizing that such outcomes often leave both fans and fighters unsatisfied. Many expected Gervonta Davis to deliver a knockout, especially since Lamont Roach had moved up in weight for this fight. Lampley suggested that Davis's failure to secure a stoppage could be seen as a setback, potentially shaking up his position in the lightweight division. With expectations high, this result may raise questions about Davis's dominance moving forward. Was this just an off night for Davis or a sign of deeper issues? Let us know your thoughts.
There's no doubt this was a statement.
Danny, what's going on, my man? What do you think of the fight?
Stay with me, right?
Danny, what do you think of the fight, man? Are you surprised by the outcome? It was a close fight.
I'm not surprised the way Lamont fought. I knew Lamont was going to come to fight. It was an opportunity of a lifetime. He did a good job. He fought a great fight.
What went wrong with Tank Davis? I mean, I was
what was wrong with him? Every night in boxing is not your best, you feel me? But at least you got the draw.
Would you like to see a rematch of this or jump into a fight with Shakur Stevenson?
They don't, whatever they want to do. You think it was a draw? I don't know. It was a good fight.
Crawford and Mayers react. He took a knee. Where's the knockdown? Undefeated champ Terrence Crawford called out the officials after Gervonta Davis's kneeing incident went uncounted. I've never seen someone take a knee and not have it ruled a knockdown. He must have forgotten the rules tonight, Crawford tweeted, questioning the referee's decision. Meanwhile, former world champion Abner Mayers pushed for a rematch, believing Roach was underestimated and deserved. Another shot. He argued that a second fight would let both boxers adjust and settle the debate. With top names calling for a rematch, will it happen? Let us know your thoughts.
Bag for fans, for people in the sport, etc., etc. I thought it was, in essence, the right decision. The only question about whether the upset draw is justified is whether Steve Willis erred in not deducting a point in a late round when Tank Davis appeared to touch the canvas with his hand. And, you know, that is going to stay in the woodwork and haunt the fight in the breach a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's a setback in Tank's career and for his reputation. I think most observers expected him to knock Roach out, particularly because Roach was moving up from 130 to 135. Sometimes when a fighter moves up in weight, he gets stronger, and it looked as though maybe Roach did get stronger and had a greater ability to resist Tank's power than other opponents have had, because Tank did tag him with a lot of clean shots, and he wound up throwing more punches than he likes to throw to get that done. He tagged him both on the chin and to the belly, etc., and couldn't seem to hurt Roach. And that was another surprise in the overall picture of the fight.
DC boxer on Davis fight fallout. Fans might react badly ****. A Washington, DC-based boxer weighed in on the controversy, warning that Gervonta Davis's passionate fan base could respond negatively to the fight's outcome. He sensed a growing tension around the event and stressed the importance of managing fan reactions responsibly in high-stakes moments like this. With emotions running high, could this decision spark further unrest? Let us know your thoughts.
Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right, and he took a knee. He took a knee! What is he doing?
He forgot his... I thought Roach closed the last 2 rounds, and then if you think about it, that knockdown was a knockdown. He took a knee, they should have counted, and those 2 points, like Roach said, it would have been on his favor, and he would have won the fight. But I hope they run it back again, which I'm sure they will, and we get more of a clear victory for either side.
How much of tonight was Lamont Roach being Lamont Roach, and how much of it was Gervonta Davis maybe not being at his best?
It was more. Reason? It was more. Yeah, well said. I think it was more of Lamont being Lamont. A lot of people were not expecting that. He was catching the punches really well, took them well. Great combinations, and just stood in the pocket and fought him right in the center of the ring. Even Tank was not expecting that, and I think that threw him off. And great great performance by Lamont Roach, and Tank Davis. He's got to fight more. It's not as consistent with the fighting, and again, the timing probably wasn't there for him this fight.
What does it say about Tank, man? Some people had him as high as top 5, top 10 pound.
You know what that's going to say about Tank now. Obviously, people are going to talk shit, and people are going to put him, probably take him down on the pound for pound list, and it is what it is. But so that's why Tank has to come back and really get that rematch and really make a statement, if it's with him or whoever else.
And lastly, Adam, people wanted to know who's the best lightweight. Is it Keyshawn, Shakur, Tank? Do you think he can still beat those guys, or did Lamont show some things tonight that those guys are just...
Lamont's definitely there. Lamont can fight any of these guys. Yeah.
Gervonta Davis reflects. Fans expect knockouts. In his post-fight remarks, Gervonta Davis acknowledged that the match was good for boxing and praised Lamont Roach as a tough opponent. He admitted that fans expect knockouts from him, given his reputation, and that a draw wasn't the outcome he or his supporters wanted. Davis's comments showed his awareness of the high expectations placed on him and his respect for Roach's skill. The question now, how will he respond moving forward?
My reaction for this Tank versus Roach fight, I'm really disappointed, to be honest. Like, it's leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and the reason why is they leaving a negative energy out there. And a lot of y'all might not understand because y'all don't come from underserved environments or was never incarcerated or things like that. I'm from DC, and I know how we get active. I know people from Baltimore, and I know how they get active. When we talk about rivalries are cool. When I'm talking Commanders, Cowboys, stuff like that, that's friendly and cool. We talk our trash, but when we talking about when it's negative and we know that Tank have a young following, things like that, and I'm seeing certain people at these press conferences, violent individuals, and things can really turn out bad. So yeah, I understand they selling the fight and things like that, but certain things, it can get real bad. And I don't want to see nobody lose their life. Let this be a healthy rivalry. Y'all go in there, best man win, and fight over. It should be all love. We got to be careful with the messaging that we putting out. It's Mr. We Fit.
Calvin Ford. We knew Roach was a challenge. Gervonta Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, reaffirmed his respect for Lamont Roach, emphasizing that he had always recognized Roach's talent. His remarks suggest that Team Davis was well aware of the challenges Roach would bring, acknowledging the fight's competitive nature. With this in mind, was the draw truly unexpected, or did Roach simply rise to the occasion? Let us know your thoughts.
Good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight, but it's cool.
Okay, questions?
Okay. Tank, it's KG with Fight Hype. I wanted to ask Tank, when the decision was read, the way that you reacted, it looked like you was upset. You slammed your gloves on the canvas. What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
I didn't slam my glove on the canvas.
Okay, maybe I mistook from my vantage point, so that's my mistake. But what was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that. But it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in the. I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what is it called? Yeah, man. I didn't know what round it was.
Career, Gervonta Davis failed to secure a knockout, leaving some fans disappointed, even booing him after the fight. The reaction underscored the high expectations surrounding Davis and the pressure he faces to deliver dominant performances. Was this just an off night or a sign of bigger challenges ahead?
A night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either. So I felt like I won it, you know, the last couple rounds. So it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I could get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight. But it's cool.
Okay, questions?
Okay.
Tank, it's KG with Fight Hype. I wanted to ask Tank, you know, when the decision was read, the way that you reacted, you know, it looked like you was upset. You slammed your gloves on the canvas. What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
I didn't slam my glove on the canvas.
Okay, maybe I mistook from my vantage point, so that's my mistake. But what was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that. But it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in the. I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what is it called? Yeah, man.
Thank you, my all viewers watching this video.